After Warren Berg is Palmer Hogue. Boy, doggone it. Good evening, Mr. Berg.
Good evening. I'm Warren Berg. I'm a science teacher at Highlands Ranch High School. Good evening, board members. We are here to deliver a petition from 70% historically eligible certified employees and over 60% of all eligible staff asking the school board to bring back collective bargaining. My colleagues will share the specifics regarding the petition and the grassroots effort to gain signatures from the majority's teachers and staff. But first, it's important for the community to fully understand why we have this effort. As we all know, almost 8 years ago, a political wave rolled into Douglas County schools and took control of our school district. One of the first things these new board members did was to end the collective bargaining for teachers and classified staff. This action was not about improving education in our schools. In fact, the school district thrived for more than 40 years with collective bargaining. This decision to end collective bargaining for teachers and classified staff was made simply to satisfy a few people's political ambitions. This decision was made known that every other Denver metro school district collectively bargains with its teachers, knowing it would undermine the stability of the Douglas County schools and knowing it would likely undermine the decades-long success of our schools. And years later, and yes, it is sad for me to say, all these things and more have come true. Douglas County schools have lost their competitive advantage, have lost the right to say it is a great place to work and learn. The loss of the ability to compete for the best teachers is well documented, and because of my time I will not dwell on all that we know is true. Let's say teachers' turnover is way beyond acceptable level. However, most shocking is the drop in the relative performance of the Douglas County students over this period of time. We have gone from 17th in the state to 34th in the state in a time that we have been without a collective bargaining. Douglas County is not competitive for our students. This data is from the CDE's most comprehensive measurement, the performance framework. Let me say that another way. Since we lost collective bargaining, 17 more districts have moved ahead of Douglas County while our students have fallen behind. So we are here tonight to ask the school board to take bold action to reverse this trend, to start healing our schools by bringing the voice of the educational professionals back to the decision-making process. Together, let's make decisions that are not part of the political calculus, but are well-informed, educational, sound answers that make Douglas County schools all that they could and should be. Finally, the phrase, "have patience," has been thrown around a lot lately in response to our collective bargaining. Teachers have waited for years to change, and some may think that's okay. But how do we say, have patience to our students when it comes to their education? That's not an acceptable response. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Berg. Palmer Hoy. After Palmer is Catherine